A-level students, right now we are going to study about the third technique of analysis. The first we studied about chromatography, and then second was mass spectrometry, and then this is the third is infrared spectroscopy. Okay, in infrared spectroscopy there is a principle. The principle of infrared spectroscopy detects the absorption of light by a compound in the infrared region of the electromagnetic spectrum. To absorb light, a molecule must have a bond within its structure. Okay, I will explain what it means. In infrared spectroscopy, a sample is being analyzed is irradiated with electromagnetic wave in the infrared region of the electromagnetic spectrum. The machine used is called as spectrophotometer. It detects the intensity of the wavelengths of infrared radiation that passes through the sample. So the sample is in the middle and then there is an infrared passing through. This technique is useful for organic chemistry because all organic molecules absorb radiation in the infrared range of wavelength. The energy absorbed corresponds to the changes in the vibration of the bonds between atoms. Bonds can vibrate by stretching, bending, and twisting. They have a natural frequency at which they vibrate. If we irradiate the molecules with energy that corresponds to this frequency, it stimulates the larger vibrations and energy is absorbed. Okay, this is called what we call as resonance frequency of the vibration. And then each frequency, each vibration will absorb characteristic of wavelength of infrared radiation. And then this often is expressed as the wavelength in a unit of wave number. We cannot be too specific when quoting the characteristic absorption frequency of a bond. The nature of the rest of the molecule shifts the energy absorbed in each particular molecule. Example, amine will absorb the range between 3300 until 3500. Just like we have in here, this one, there is a many spectrum. This one, the absorption of the range. So amides 3300 until 3500. Using this one, using infrared spectroscopy, we can identify the presence of different functional groups from the absorbance pattern on infrared spectrum. Okay, in here I emphasize we can identify the presence or absence of different functional groups. So infrared spectrum is used to identify the functional group in a molecule. So it is quite difficult to determine the shape of the molecule or the structural formula of the molecule. The structural formula of the molecule we will study in the fourth part of technique of analysis. It is called as nuclear magnetic resonance. So this is the infrared spectrum. Let's see the spectrum of this. There is an alkenes, and then there is alkynes, and then there is nitriles, and then the appearance of the peak. There is a strong. S stands for strong. W stands for weak. There is a written W unless conjugated, and then also there is a strong, and there is a very broad and then also short. What does it mean? We are going to study what it means by using the example on the next slide. Okay, on the next slide there is an absorption of infrared radiation. Number one. This one example number one. So this is the what it means by OH. OH is between 3,300, is between 3,000 here until 3,500. Okay, let's see the in the previous the spectrum here. OH, there is OH. OH can refer to carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid has OH, and then H bonded to alcohol. It means it is a primary alcohol or secondary alcohol. It can be it is also in 3,200 until 2,600, and then in free alcohol is 3,580 until 3,650. This is short and very broad. Very broad, it means it is very large. Okay, this one refer to why is it short? Short because it is very electronegative atoms, such as alcohol, the presence of OH, and the presence of carbonyl compounds has a very strong absorption. Okay, like other example is the CH. Okay, in the example 1, see here, example 1, CH, this one an alkyl, this one CH. Which one is CH? There is in 2,500 to 2,850 until 2,950. This is for alkanes, and then for alkenes 3,000 until 3,100. So this one until 3,000, within this range. This is called as short. This is broad. Okay. Next, there is a CH again here. It is between there is a maximum is 1,500. So 1,500 it falls into this it's not fall into any category. Okay, the CH not fall into any category. And then there is a C bond O. C bond O, C single bond O can refer to alcohol, ether, or esters. So in the question of infrared spectrum, usually there is a introduction. The introduction will tell us what reaction does this molecule have, so we can determine. Or example, like in this one, I give the case study. This one, example 2 and example 3 are isomers of C3H6O2. If we see this question, C3H6O2, it must be a carboxylic acid, and then the functional group of carboxylic, the functional group isomers of carboxylic acid is an ester. So this one can be ester, this one can be a carboxylic acid, like example in this one. CH3, CH2, COH has this spectrum. This kind of spectrum. How do we know if it is carboxylic acid? How do you know if it is carboxylic acid? So it is an isomer. Okay, we know the molecule. It's quite difficult to answer a question without any introduction. The introduction can be the chemical properties or physical properties or molecular formula of a molecule. There must be a clue. Okay, so let's see the spectrum of this one. Okay, let's see the spectrum. This one, there is an absorption of C double bond O at 1700 until 1800 centimeter minus 1. This one. In this one, what does it refer to? 1700 until 1800. So 1700 until 1800. There is an absorption of C double bond O. Is it an amide? Of course not. Why? Because the question was clearly an isomer of carboxylic acid and ester. We have to determine whether it is ester or carboxylic acid. That's it. Okay, so we do not include amides. And do we see ketones and aldehydes? It is not necessary. Why? Because the question is asking for isomer, whether it is carboxylic acid or ester. So we see between these two. Carboxylic acid is 1680 until 1730, and then ester is 1710 until 1750. Let's see based on the question. Okay, absorption 2, this one, and then we see here. Okay, it has the same. It has the same as carboxylic acid and also ester. Next, there is a spectrum here which is false here at 1250 until 1300. Okay, 1300. What is the functional group that falls with 1300, within 1000 until 1300? So it falls that it is here alcohol, ester. So it can be alcohol, can be ester. Carboxylic acid, possible or not? Of course possible. Why? Because we know carboxylic acid is C double bond O and then C single bond O H. So the carboxylic acid of C single bond O, okay, it falls into the category. Okay, we are not supposed to directly drive into the conclusion directly. And then next, this one. There is a spectrum from here, falls from here, falling. This is the above. Okay, falling from 2500 here, start to fall until 3500. Okay, now let's see 2500 until 2500. What is it? Oh, okay. Then the compound must be carboxylic acid because it has this sharp and very broad. Now you know how to tell whether something is sharp and very broad. So this one sharp, it falls sharp and very broad. It is wider range. So this one must be a carboxylic acid. Now let's see the next. Next spectrum would be number 3. Okay, number 3, let me make into this kind. Okay, number 3. Number 3 is an ester. Why is it an ester? Look at this one. It has the same spectrum as example 2. Okay, look at 1250 until 1300. Okay, it has the same. It falls into the same category. Okay, and then also look at 1700 and until 1800. Yeah, it's the same. So both are the same. The difference is this one. This one is carboxylic acid, while this one is something. Let's look at this one, 2900 something until 3000. Okay, let's see the absorption. 2900 until 3000. Let's see ester. Ester bonded. There is no category. There is no category here. But clearly the question asks for which one is carboxylic acid and which one is ester. So if we have found carboxylic acid, then the other one must be an ester. That's simple. Okay, so we have to for this one we have to see which one very sharp, very different, very distinctive. In this one, okay, this one, as I said earlier about infrared spectrum, we are not able to determine what is the arrangement of the molecule, how the structural formula of the molecule, but we can determine what is the functional group. Next question. This one. This is absorbance. Again, CH3COOH. See? False, broad, and this one very broad and sharp. Very distinctive. 2500 until 2500. The rest we can determine also. It has the same 1700 until 1800. So it is a carboxylic acid, alcohol. Next question. Now this one is an ester. See, ester previously 1700, 1800, 1250 until 1300, and then this one shows that it is different. So this is a carboxylic. This is an ester. Okay, ester. We have to check with the category here. So here we check in this one. There is a strong. There is a strong, sharp. This one. So there is a 3000. So in 3000, in 2500 until 3000, there is a sharp, and then there is a hydrogen OH. Okay, similar ester, similar to the ester, the spectrum. Next, this one is an alcohol. Okay, this is 2500 until 3500. Of course, the spectrum will not produce the same result, but they are similar. They falls into the same wave number range. look at also this one. So it is not something different and also not too difficult. We just need to practice. Okay, this is the end of the infrared spectrum. We have to have a lot of practice for this part. So we will very familiar with the concept, and we are able to tell whenever there is a infrared spectrum graph that makes us to tell which one is the structure, which one is the structure. Okay, the question in a question of A level, usually they compare only two or three molecules with distinctive uh, functional groups. So this is the uh, summary of the infrared spectrum.